Jesus like a reverend on me.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, and look at this, right away a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 69 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point. Is on target. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game. Then
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina! Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
They'll run on first down. Gordon, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Reddick sets to pass it. He's got Thompson here, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action. Now Jackson. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Reddick to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week a little... ambitious that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Gordon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
I'm trying to understand. I just can't. I'm trying to understand.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Reddick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On first down, Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll get this to Elliott. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Escapes the defender. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. Jackson now. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
He's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Here's Jackson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They'll run on first down. Gordon, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Reddick. He's got it complete to Thompson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He finds his man. Complete. That's Thompson. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
He finds his man. Complete. It's Thompson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Caught on a slant. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. So we've hit halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 29, Reddick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Borden. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Thompson. for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll try again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. This will be caught at Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here taken in by Gesicki. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They'll set up a throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Panthers will get the football back. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, they took a shot there, trying to get it downfield, 4th quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. On 1st down, Elliott. Well, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll keep it on the ground. Borden. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Jackson's throw taken in by Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Throwing is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass. How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reddick. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lap. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon, and he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So Lamar Jackson in the offense, down by 7, a little under 40 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. He's got Elliott, and he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson. He's got McLaurin, and down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Finding Samuel. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, going into the final play of this game,